Take a bowl and add 3/4 cup milk. To it add 2 teaspoons vinegar or lemon juice. Give it a mix and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. For no oven baking, take a kadhai or a pan or a pressure cooker without whistle, add some salt, place a stand and preheat at medium flame for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, let's prepare the batter. The milk will slightly curdle and that's exactly what we are looking for. Then add 3/4 cup powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence, 1/4 cup oil or melted butter. If you add oil, use refined or soybean or sunflower. Do not use mustard, peanut or extra virgin olive oil. After mixing, sift together 1 cup all-purpose flour, that is maida, 2 tablespoons cocoa powder. I am using a combination of Dutch and natural, you can use any of them, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon soda. So sift a little dry ingredients at a time, mix, then add the remaining ingredients. Be gentle if you use a whisk because we don't want to overmix the batter, don't want to overdo it, otherwise your cake would not turn out good. So here I've got 6-inch cake tin which I have lined with butter paper. If you do not have butter paper, you can grease your mold with some oil or butter. If you want to use your OTG or convection, you can see the instructions on the screen. But I'm going to use my homemade oven, so I'm placing this inside. It's already preheated. Now first 10 minutes at medium flame, then lower the flame and bake it for 35 to 40 minutes. Then after this period, insert a skewer. If it comes out clean, then it's done. If it's not, then you can keep it for some more time. Over baking results in dry and hard cake, so make sure you do not over bake your cake. Let the cake cool down. Meanwhile, let's prepare the ganache. Here I've got 1 cup chopped dark chocolate. This is 45% dark. To this I'm adding half cup fresh cream. This is Amul's fresh cream which comes in white and blue carton. You can microwave this for a minute and mix, or if you do not have a microwave, you can put hot cream, heat cream in a pan and add that to the chocolate. The heat of the cream would melt the chocolate, so gently mix. We do not want air bubbles in the ganache. And you would notice after mixing it, gradually it would look something like this, shiny and delicious ganache. And here I've got whipping cream. This is 1 cup whipping cream to which I'm adding 2 tablespoons cocoa powder. It's already sweetened, it's a non-dairy whipping cream. Whip the cream till you get stiff peaks. The cake has cooled down and now I'm going to take it out of the mold. Since there is a slight bulge on top, I am taking it off. It's not a mandatory step. You can keep the top portion just like that. And even if you take it out like I did, you can eat it. I'm going to divide this cake into 3 layers. If you want, you can divide this cake into 4 layers. But I think 3 would be good to go with. I'm not using my cake board directly today, so I'm placing the bottommost layer on the turntable directly, and this is a mixture of water and sugar and the prepared cream in which we have added a little cocoa powder. Place the second layer of cake, add the syrup, then again add the cream and repeat this step till you get to the top layer. Now cover the entire cake with cream. So first apply a lot of cream because while leveling and making the edges everything smooth, you'll take out the extra cream. And here's my cake comb. This looks done. Let's take out some ganache from the prepared ganache. So here I've got 4 to 5 tablespoon ganache, and the remaining ganache I'm going to refrigerate because we are going to use that for piping. Now to this ganache add oil. So use any flavorless oil, don't worry, it will not ruin the taste. Then add 3 to 4 teaspoon water. Do not add 3 to 4 in one go. Add a little and mix. So the consistency should be like this, so that we get a thin layer all over the cake. Here I've got a combination of my cooling rack and my oven tray. If you do not have this, you can place any container of exact the size of cake below the cake, so that the excess ganache would just drip down and you would be able to lift the cake after that. I did not refrigerate this ganache, so I have refrigerated only the remaining ganache. This is the one in which we added oil and water. You don't need to refrigerate it, just directly pour it onto your cake and gently using the offset spatulas lift the cake and place it on your board. Well, you can place the cake directly on your board and do the step, but then cleaning the ganache becomes a task later from the sides. Some more decoration. So here I've got some melted white chocolate compound. I'm using compound, but you can use chocolate, and some parchment or butter paper. Just crush it. Well, this step is optional. I'm just making a very simple chocolate decoration, chocolate garnish. You can make any chocolate garnish, or you can totally skip this step. Just pipe ganache on your cake. After refrigerating it for 10 minutes, it would come off very easily off the butter paper or your parchment paper. Very simple, and it looks very beautiful. This is the leftover ganache which I had kept in the refrigerator, and now I'm using a star tip to just pipe a border around the cake. If you feel that your ganache has become quite stiff, just microwave it for 5 to 7 seconds and mix the entire ganache, or let the ganache sit on your kitchen counter for some time till it becomes slightly soft, so that you can put it in your piping bag and use it. This is the white chocolate garnish which I just prepared. I'm breaking it into random sized pieces, random size, shape. Gently place it on your cake. And there you go, our beautiful, delicious, glossy cake is ready. The cake is super tasty and moist. Give this recipe a try and enjoy.
You. Yummy.